Hello, everybody. It's me, Alex Hunter, and welcome to the 1 year anniversary of Titans Talk. Yay!
Yay!
And for this, I bought some special things. Got a hat, which isn't going
Yay!
on, and
Yay! Happy 1 year! Happy 1 year of doing Titan Talk.
yes, happy 1 year anniversary. Lewis and Austin were supposed to be here, but due to timing,
They'll probably be in later.
They'll probably be in
honestly.
later, but right now, it's just going to be the four of us.
And to anyone watching this wondering, my lovely brother broke the laptop, so I'm once again stuck without a webcam.
Yeah,
Hopefully next time.
Andrea ruined the 1 year anniversary. Yeah, Andrea ruined it. She ruined it.
Actually, that was my brother, but okay.
No, you did.
Whatever.
You did. You're responsible. You ruined it.
How am I responsible?
You ruined it.
You ruined it. Alex, you ruin everything in this life.
This is a fabulous start, everybody.
Yeah, happy 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
So actually quite a bit of DC news has happened since we last did Titans Talk revolving their movie plans. Movies. A lot of movies.
I have the list up. I shall list them off.
Yeah, please, because I haven't heard much.
Hang on. Where are they? Right here.
And list them in date order as well.
In date order. Hang on. I'm trying to find.
Well, like animated movies or like
no, actually
live action.
Theater movies. All right, cool.
The movies that people will watch.
Which are some.
Yes.
Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear that Dawn of Justice are going with the new 52 Wonder Woman origin? Yeah.
That's fine.
She's
I need to pick that up from my local comic store. I need
daughter
to get
daughter of Zeus now or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't really like
she
that
is.
origin.
I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know.
Wasn't it always implied originally that she was the daughter of Hades before?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think so, but
Does it really
But
matter?
wait-
Let me ask
but-
you something. Does it really matter?
But Wonder
At
Woman's
all.
supposed to be like the perfect Amazon, so of course she's going to be the daughter of like the king of all gods or whatever the hell it is.
Whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, so, ready to go over all the films?
Yes.
Yep, go.
Number 1, as we all know, is Superman and Batman: Dawn of Justice for
Which-
2016.
Which, if we hear about it,
Carrie Kelly. That's right.
if we hear about it, it might be a female Robin appearing in this one as well.
Oh my god,
rumours circulating.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
There's been reports about saying that they may be looking for a female Robin. Which, okay, here's my thing about it. If you're going to be doing if you're going to be doing a new starting to your DC cinematic universe, why start with Old Man Superman?
Oh shit!
Austin, put your camera on. Austin's here.
Camera's turning
Yay!
in a minute.
But yeah, I was saying, if you're gonna
All right,
start,
here we
if
go.
you're gonna start your DC cinematic universe, I'm gonna have to do some editing now.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. It happened before.
If you're gonna do your DC cinematic universe, then why start with Old Man Batman? It doesn't really make sense
We
to
don't
me.
know. Wait, hold on.
Because he's their moneymaker.
We don't know if it's Old Man Batman.
It is Old Man Batman.
Having Carrie Kelly does not necessarily mean it's going to be Old Man Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. It does
No, it's
not.
not gonna be. It's not gonna be old man Batman, but it's probably. But like Ben Affleck's in his 40s, or he's getting close to his 40s.
He's not. That's not that old.
And also, if you've seen production pictures of him, he's actually like got fake grey hair, like marks in it. You know, like
The only thing
grey dusting.
all I've seen is him in the bat suit, and he's got a nice chin for it.
There's been pictures of him as Bruce Wayne, and he's got like grey strands in his hair, like makeup thing. So,
What does that mean? That like Nightwing and everyone's gonna be in the movie, or just one Robin?
maybe female
Maybe
Robin. There's always
I
there's been rumors going around about Nightwing. Actually, hasn't there since this started?
Well, I mean, if it's old Bruce Wayne, then there has to be a Nightwing.
Yeah, and that
Well,
also
has to be, but usually there would be.
And that also means Tim Drake or Jason Todd.
At least
Wait,
Dick Grayson.
they
I mean, he's like the main, Robin.
They didn't come in till The Dark Knight Strikes Back, though, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but also this brings up another problem I'm having with DC right now.
Let's just forget about
Yeah.
that, because that was terrible.
This bringing another problem I'm getting into with DC at the moment.
What's up?
Stop
What?
using Frank Miller. Frank Miller's a terrible piece of shit, and they keep on using him when it comes to referencing
He is
Batman.
now. He's now a
That's
terrible piece of
granted.
shit. Let's
I will
correct
give you
ourselves.
that, Alex. But The Dark Knight Returns was still one of the best Batman stories ever written.
Yes, but
Batman
it
Year
should,
One, Batman Year One also.
That too.
but why do they keep on falling back on Frank Miller? Is the other thing I'm getting on about is
Because they don't.
The-
Because they have nothing else to use.
He's the
that
only one who
and
still works for them.
that and then the story pretty much defined Batman for a newer generation. A lot of people have been going on that because back then, before Frank Miller wrote that story, like the Batman everybody knew was Adam West, and Lord
Yeah.
knows that'd be
yeah.
a
And
little
that
bit
wasn't.
worse movie.
That wasn't
Yeah,
the
that's
most
kind of.
accurate adaptation.
That's kind of when they were all making fun of that. Fun of Batman, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And don't
but
get me wrong, it's still great, but it's just not
Not modern.
everyone's gonna catch on to it.
but we moved on. Frank Miller didn't.
No.
To be fair, he's crazy. I think we can all just say that right
Yeah.
now.
Have you? Did anyone see the new Sin City movie?
No,
Nope.
what's that?
I didn't see the first one either.
That's sexist as all hell, really, to be honest.
Frank
But
Miller.
Jeez.
yeah, but yeah,
There's a whole story behind that,
but also this is the thing:
no.
is they keep on consulting Frank Miller about this, but Frank Miller hates Superman. He hates Superman.
If you
Why?
read The Dark Knight Returns, you know that.
No,
He's basically like the henchman. He's the chess piece of the U.S. military in that story.
he just sees Superman as just the boy, as like
I don't
just the Boy
remember, so-
Scout, the American Boy Scout. But okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Superman: Dawn of Justice. May have Robin. It's gonna have Wonder Woman, which has actually been apparently they're shooting some of this. There's been set design things in
Yeah, it looks
Mexico.
very Greece. It looks
Yeah.
Probably
Greek and
Themyscira.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
probably.
Well, I don't understand why they don't just do like a separate Wonder Woman film. I don't know why.
They are.
No, they are.
Superman
Actually,
or
we
Batman.
will get
going
to
back to the
We'll
list.
get-
Going
Oh,
back
they
to
are?
the
Alright.
list.
Well, I haven't. Dude,
Also-
I've been so busy in college, I haven't heard. So.
Okay.
Also in 2016, with Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, we have, strangely enough, we have the Suicide Squad or Task Force X. I'm not sure which one of those they're going to go with.
Which I
Thoughts
say,
about that?
which I say is probably only being made because of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a
Wow.
given. Yes.
Oh, they
But-
got.
I don't know about. No, actually, my defense is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, what is it? Assault on Arkham, the latest animated movie they made, sold really
Which is
well.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good and it sold really well. So I assume they might be trying to base it off there. Also,
Wait,
they
which
were really
movie?
It's not
popular.
gonna, but it's also not gonna have Harley Quinn.
Also in Ar- but
We don't
also
know
in
yet.
Arrow.
Again, casting
They also-
has not been anything right now.
Which is also the thing.
They
Is
just
like,
now.
yeah. Which is also the thing. Is also the thing. Like they've pretty much just announced the Suicide Squad. I mean, we kind of knew about some of the other ones that were happening, but this one just came out of the blue, kind of, really. So we're getting to the 2000. We're getting close to 2015 now. So they've pretty much got 2 years to write, cast, shoot, and get this whole thing done.
Yeah, I think they're kind of getting in over their head, honestly.
When haven't they?
Jumping on that.
I think it's
True.
I think it's a little easier than other movies that they're trying to do, but
They
like
kinda-
for instance, in 2017 we have the Wonder Woman movie, which I think Alex, you said something about that just a minute ago.
I just the thing. I really don't get DC's problem with doing a Wonder Woman movie. Like, I mean, it's glad they're
don't
finally doing it now, but it just seems to be. Marvel have proven, but that's also the thing with Marvel. They haven't really done a female superhero movie yet either. So,
But they're trying to.
But
now
I
with,
would,
Black Widow.
yeah. I mean, they tried. They've tried. My God, they tried with Elektra, which sucked. I mean,
I've heard that part of the reason they don't want to do the Wonder Woman is because her origin or some crap is too convoluted and too complicated. Or some crap.
Well, because of the New
Okay.
52, they've got a newer
Exactly.
one now. It's not molded
Yeah.
from clay anymore. It's literally like the daughter of a daughter of Zeus now.
Yeah, I know,
And-
but still,
and also
it's
it's sort of kind of going, huh? That Thor thing got very popular. That's stupid.
I don't know if that's it. No.
I know,
that
but
was-
it's you can see the
that was 6
comparisons
years ago
though.
at that
But you
point.
can see the comparisons.
That's just in the
True.
general nature of the character. If they're going to do Justice League, then they have to do
Yeah,
Wonder
and,
Woman.
and
I don't
the
think they
Amazon
would do
and,
it off
and the
critical
Amaz- and the
reception.
Amazons were based on Greek mythology, kind of. Even before the New 52, you know.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But if you go off the New 52 Amazons,
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Don't know.
Oh god.
You know about the new
It looks
52
like they're going New
Amazons.
52 route with their cinematic universe.
Did you hear about the new 52 Amazons? What they did to them in the first issues?
Yeah, I think we discussed this in like the last podcast. I think.
It was one of them, but God.
There you go.
But yeah, please
Okay.
don't do the movie of those Amazons. My God, that'll be an R-rated piece of shit.
Considering
won't
that they'll
do it.
want to probably give a good image for Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I don't think they will.
So yeah, I can see Wonder Woman working. I just don't see why. I mean, to be honest, DC tried twice, kind of, with female superheroes. They did Supergirl, which sucked.
That's not a superhero movie. That is Dawson's Creek with superpowers. And that's it.
They did.
Good comparison.
They did Catwoman,
Catwoman.
That's not superhero related. That's something else.
Moving on.
which
That's not
sucked.
Catwoman.
Moving on.
Moving
the
on.
only-
Next on the list would be Justice League Part
Justice
1.
League
Yeah.
Part 1.
Part 1.
Part 1. Well, what
Part
year is that?
1.
2017 or
Yeah.
18?
17.
That's that's
17.
2017, and Part 2 is 2019.
So
Not
how
up
do
to there
they plan
yet.
to make all? So how do they plan to make all these movies in the next 4 or 5 years when they've already delayed Dawn of Justice like once or twice?
This is kind of the thing. Also, I mean, I want Batman vs Superman to be good, but I kind of also part of me wants this to be like sort of how Amazing Spider-Man went. Like, it made a crap ton of money, and there's no doubt Batman vs Superman is going to make a shit ton of money.
obviously
but-
because Batman and Superman.
But the critical reaction that happened with Amazing Spider-Man 2 kind of made Sony rethink everything. Like, they were going to do this, next year was going to be Sinister 6, that's been pushed back. Amazing Spider-Man 3's been pushed back to 2018.
Sinister 6.
And now we've already got news that they're in talks with Marvel about somehow sharing the character.
Exactly. Which is kind of what I mean, I obviously, of course, I don't want Batman vs Superman to be bad, but I kind of want it to. Part of me kind of wants it to be so that DC actually takes a minute to think about things.
Yeah, I don't blame. I'm kind of the same. Like on one side, I want it to be good. On the other side, maybe they need to fuck up just to realize what they're doing wrong.
Yeah, it's not that I want them to fail,
I know.
but I think they might need to.
Well, I mean,
but
they
if you
haven't.
think
well,
about it, yeah, go ahead, Andrea.
Sorry, yeah. Well, the New 52 has been failing in a lot of areas, and they still haven't opened their eyes yet. Well, they slowly are, but not really. So they need to crash and burn before they learn anything from what they're doing. So
Yeah.
In some
Strike me
cases, they're
down. They'll
figuring
become
out
more
that
powerful than you could ever imagine.
in some cases, they're figuring out, a lot of people aren't very open to the idea of New 52 or a lot of its new changes. And that's
Yeah, that
showing
explains-
up all Easter eggs in the New 52, like the old continuity is a separate multiverse, and that's
Yeah, and
partially the
that-
reason
and
why the multiversity started.
yeah, and that the old heroes are still alive and well and all that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So I
like-
don't know what they're
yeah.
doing with that right now. They've got something in mind. They're not telling anybody. Could be a New 52 Crisis on Infinite Earths, but as of right now, we don't know. But they're still out there somewhere.
Because DC, all of DC, not just DC Entertainment, is owned by Warner Brothers. So I kind of honestly think that the heads of Warner Brothers went to Didio and pretty much went, look, this isn't working, all right? this just isn't working. You need to. They pretty much are going like I just kind of see. I kind of see like DC is actually starting, at least with the comics, to be a bit on the mend. Because they're not making everything. They're starting to not make everything like Batman as much anymore.
As much.
As
It's Batman.
there still is way too much Batman, but it's like,
Well, because he's their
They're
money
starting to
maker. That's
lighten
why.
up a bit.
yeah.
And
oh,
that can actually be seen with the New 52 second release with Teen Titans. It's not as I've been reading it. It's not as gritty. It looks like they actually have an idea what they want to do with this team. They're not arguing. They're not depressed. They actually seem like more like a team and fight like
And they
friends.
actually
It's a much better read this time.
And they actually have
But
they actually have like separate outfits apart from those stupid ass like Tron inspired outfits they had at the start.
yeah, that only lasted
are
for
awesome.
6 issues, thank God. But I probably brought this up everywhere about that new 52 Titans, but it does seem to me like they're trying like loosely to base it on the animated series.
Yeah.
Kind of. It seems like it.
Loosely.
Speaking of Teen Titans, also, did you hear Dan DiDio like at a con was asked about why DC isn't doing much about the 50th anniversary of Teen Titans? And basically, I
What
can't
is
find
that?
I can't actually put up his statement right now because it will fuck up this whole editing thing, like the whole camera thing, and I'll have to do everything. But if you can find it, if someone else could find it, he basically to sum it up went we don't give a shit. Basically, is what they went. I mean, it was kind of like PR speakers said, "Oh, but we have so many other anniversaries happening. Like we have Flash and Batman, and we had Superman, and we didn't want to get focused on too many anniversary specials. So they've literally just
That's
gone,
bullcrap. They've been celebrating Batman's 75th all year long. They even immediately forgot about Superman's as soon as it ended.
yeah,
Flash is only going to happen in January. They're still celebrating Batman's 75th. They just skimmed right over Teen Titans. Okay, Alex,
yeah."
get it. You have those
Yeah, I know.
books.
Me? What are you mad at me? Do you mean Jack?
Not you, Jack.
Yeah. Do you want me to show my books? I only have
I was
one.
talking to Alex, and Jack put them up, and you got me
Yeah.
confused. DeWong's sitting there. You just kind of
But
there.
it's literally that case of, uh, I mean, I can
Were we
kind of
talking about the
understand.
Justice League movie?
Can't see Andrea though.
Yeah, because
What?
she's on her iPad and
Yeah.
for some reason Skype doesn't work on
Yeah.
cameras and shit.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
work. So yeah.
Well, I can
But-
see 4.
So
Yeah.
we were talking about the Justice League movie, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, well, we don't know what it is, do we? They haven't said anything about the
No.
plot, and it's probably going to be heavily implied in Batman vs Superman.
As
Mhm.
long as we've
Yeah.
got
Right,
Star.
right now,
Yeah.
all we've got is titles
You
and
know,
some cast.
yeah. You know, I'm
Star
probably
of the Con-
You know, I'm probably expecting the end, like to be some after credit sequence that's pretty much like the ending of the first Avengers, where it's like, oh, Earth is going to be a bit of a task. They've got all these superheroes, and then they pan up, and it's Darkseid.
Oh jeez.
Bum,
Actually, I think they're
bum,
going to
bum.
It's probably going to be Darkseid, the villain.
No, he won't. That'd be a horrible, horrible choice.
Yeah, I think they're
Because let me
overplaying with
ask you-
Darkseid.
Where do you go from there? No one is as big of a threat as Darkseid is.
Trigon, but no, they have to do Teen Titans. That's more Teen Titans villain.
Again, they
Maybe
don't care.
the anti-monitor, maybe.
That would be only for a multiverse story, and that'd be way too complicated for the movies to tackle.
Yeah.
In Black Knight, Necron.
Again, they would have to
Green
have,
Lantern.
yeah, they'd have to
Too
do way
soon.
more for that.
And they'd have to kill off some people too.
Yeah.
Lord knows
Or
people
bring 'em
won't
back.
care
Oh, I don't
about
know.
that.
They could do all the people that Superman killed in Man of Steel.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or the 1,000, or like the hundreds of wars that they say that they're starting, but they don't know how to finish.
Yeah.
What?
What? Actually, I
What?
got. What do you mean the hundreds of wars?
No. Like, didn't you? I read some article that DC's bringing up like all these invasions and wars and like all the alternate Earths, and like either there's no mention of them ever again, or they just don't know what the hell they're doing with them.
That technically is
Maybe.
Crisis on Infinite Earths, and
Yeah.
they're doing that. That is what they're doing with Multiversity and the Easter egg at the end of Superman Doomed.
As long as it's better than Countdown, I really don't care.
Nobody. We don't talk about Countdown. We don't
So
talk
moving
about
on.
Countdown.
So should we move on to the next film now?
Yes. Go on.
What's the next film?
The next film in 2018 is The Flash, and
Finally.
we have the main character for The Flash actually casted, and it's not Grant Gusner from
The Flash
the
TV
Flash
show.
TV
No, that
series,
would have been
which
smart.
Okay, I saw it, and he's actually really good. I really like it, but
Who?
the main character, the Flash TV series. I saw the pilot
okay.
for that, and I want to get through episode 1 and get caught up. And it was really good, but they have a guy named Ezra Miller who was supposed to be playing him in the adaptation for.
And let me just say this
Apparently
about
March
the actor, from what I've
23rd.
heard. Um,
I'm trying
Uh,
to see what his page is like.
I can't remember what movies
Go
he's
on.
in, but things that I have heard about him, he's very effeminate, and that's not a bad thing. But try to imagine Barry Allen that way.
Barry Allen's
Oh,
more like
jeez.
the Barry Allen's. I kind of see him sort of as, and this is pretty much
It
me
could
just go.
work.
This is me kind of going off what I've seen of the Flash and also the Justice League animation. He's kind of like the old Beast Boy of the group, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, kind of
kinda.
like the comic relief, but like also very witty.
Yeah.
But and
Yeah.
when the time comes, and yeah, but I
But
like
again, the
Barry.
You guys
animated series
want-
was a different Flash, though. That was
No,
Wally.
that was Wally West. That is true.
I
I'm
think
not talking
Yeah.
about that one.
Actually,
I'm
no,
talking
yeah,
about
that is Wally
other
West.
adaptations.
Barry Allen's the boring guy. That was the boring guy that
yeah,
they just killed
the
off.
animated movies that DC does is Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they kind
Like,
of they kind of gave Barry Allen's in the animated movie Wally West's personality.
A little bit.
Kinda.
Somewhat.
Not as over the top.
Not as over the top, but you know what I mean. Like they kind of did a mashup.
Yeah.
Has
Well,
anybody?
at least they're trying to fix them. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
anybody-
kind of why he's skeptical of the actor who's been chosen to play Flash. But I guess we'll just have to wait and hear about
Compared
it.
to some of-
'cause
co-
casting's
compa-
always a touchy ground.
Compared to some of the
Do you want his
casting that
background?
DC have done,
Yeah.
oh my
Do you guys
God.
want his background right now? I have
not
it.
really. And pretty much, I can.
But-
Who would you
We'll-
put?
we'll
Who
read
would
it
you?
later.
Who would you do as the villain for the Flash movie? Because
The
to be honest,
Rogues Gallery. That he has
First
he has
Flash.
a lot of fun
they're probably
villains.
gonna do. They're probably gonna have to do Professor Zoom. To be honest.
That'd be
Bro.
too soon. I'd much rather see his
Gorilla
I'd much
Grodd.
rather see the Rogues in the movie.
But to be honest, this thing
And
like the best thing like Batman. No, sorry, Flash doesn't really have the Rogues Gallery, if you know what I mean.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Well, he has Captain Boomerang. He's got what is it, Mirror Master, Weather Wizard, Killer
That's also the
Frost.
thing I found with Flash's Rogues Gallery. Killer Frost, apart from that, Killer
They're
Frost
all-
maybe.
Yeah.
And to be honest,
No,
that's
not Killer
another thing.
Frost. Captain Cold. Captain Cold.
Sorry.
Not Killer
Sorry.
Frost.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
also that.
Killer Frost is more of a
She's the girl.
yeah, but
she's a good
actually that's
guy.
another thing. We haven't really seen a female super villain yet, as well, have we? Really?
Not really.
No,
Nora.
I think maybe
Nora.
they'll save that for Wonder Woman.
Nope, Superman 2. You got Ursa and her friend Zod.
But you know,
Oh,
but
Wait,
you know
Man
what I
of
mean,
Steel
like.
too.
But you know what I mean, like there hasn't been. But yeah, again, she was more of a henchman.
A
She
main
wasn't like Yeah.
female Superman. Yeah.
yeah, like something
Yeah.
like not Harley Quinn, something like Killer Frost or I'm trying to think of some or some what's
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy or Green Lantern,
Catwoman.
Sapphire, Star Sapphire. Although again, she's sort of like a sometimes
She's
a
her
hero.
She used
own
to be a villain.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
going back to Flash's Rogues. Yeah, what were you gonna say about that, Alex? About those characters?
it's the names
sound
really.
weird.
They are actually. It's pretty much the names that I have. I mean, they can be good characters. It's the names that you can't get. You can't like.
Okay, I've heard this argument from you before, Alex, and let me just stop you right there and disagree with you. The names may sound goofy at first, but if you've never heard of Batman villains, he's got some pretty goofy villain names too.
Yeah, I know.
The Mad Hatter.
Yeah,
The Penguin.
Mm.
Mr.
Mr. Freeze.
yeah.
He's a great
Yeah, that's
character,
true.
but come on.
But yeah, well,
He-
actually gotta thank the animated series
Actually,
for him
hang
becoming a
on.
great character. At first, he was just a guy who freezes shit.
Even Batman's
And
name's
actually-
kind of goofy. What were we gonna say? No, I wasn't insulting him. I'm just saying.
No, Michael. Well, hang on. Who else here has seen the pilot for the Flash?
It hasn't
I
come
have-
out. It hasn't come out in the
I'm
US
planning-
yet.
I'm planning to try.
It hasn't
Well,
come out
just
in the
watch
UK yet, so I can't. Comment on this.
I'll find it online somewhere.
No, we do not contain. Oh, here at Titan Talks, we do not.
I
Contain,
didn't say download.
we do not.
I said
So
fine.
FBI, CIA, whoever you're watching, go to Austin's house. He is a criminal.
Anyway, Jack.
Well, so who's seen it? Just me?
I haven't seen
Just
it.
the
I've seen
pilot.
half.
I'm the only one who's seen. You seen
So-
half.
You've only seen.
They never say the name Weather Wizard. Bear in mind, they don't need. They can use characters from his Rogues Gallery without saying the name. They have
Yeah.
Weather Wizard in there He's like just the main person in the pilot episode, and he's such a badass in that thing. He's whipping up tornadoes and robbing banks and blocking out security cameras with the mist so they can't see him. He's really cool, and you don't need to use his name. They never once call him Weather Wizard. Just have the inspired by character.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like
Think about that too. They did that with Arrow too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like it's I mean, it's kind of just the name. I mean, so they don't have to use the name, but like, it's what I'm kind of talking about is it's not us like the comic book fans. It's more of Joe Public who's gonna go, Flash. His villain's called the Weather Wizard. Yeah.
You don't need to have him. Don't call him the Weather Wizard.
They did the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, and everybody loved it.
Oh yeah. I'm
like a raccoon in a tree.
A raccoon in a tree.
And a green woman.
Awesome.
Is this just Star Trek?
Yeah, but everybody loved the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of like it's kind of a thing. Like, it's a smart action movie, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. No, I know what you mean.
Galaxy was like Transformers. Transformers was just a dumb action movie. It was like, let's just go from one action set piece to the other.
That's my
Lewis is here. Lewis is here. Lewis, get in here.
Yep, he's here.
Tell him to get in here.
Add to the party.
Yeah.
No, but
where's he at?
Guardians of the Galaxy is not dumb.
No,
well,
I'm not saying it's dumb.
No. There are two types of dumb.
Yeah.
There are two types of dumb in Hollywood. There is smart dumb, and then there is dumb dumb. Guardians of the Galaxy is smart dumb, whereby there is entertainment based around the stupidity in the movie. Transformers is dumb dumb, whereby everything in the film is dumb and it takes itself far too seriously.
Yeah, it's just Transformers 4 is just basically they go from one action set piece to the other, and they try to have character in it.
You should watch our review on it.
Yeah. But it just comes off as stupid and retarded, and no, you shouldn't watch a review. I just remembered it.
So by smart dumb, Jack, you kind of mean like it has a lot of goofy moments to it. It's not like a serious action flick, but it's kind of cartoony.
Yeah.
A what?
It actually has character instead of just just like, this is the character. We have to remind you what his character is like. In like Mark Wahlberg in Transformers 4, he's an inventor, and we're going to constantly remind you that he's an inventor. Even though he's like, I'm going to invent. Like, even though he's like, I'm an inventor, and I build all these robots. Even though with the Transformers, it pretty much makes no fucking sense. But yes, I'm saying, what's after the Flash movie?
All right,
moving on.
And I'm gonna pick on somebody for this. Aquaman. Lee, what are your thoughts on it? Because you haven't spoken at all.
Hey, sorry, I thought it was at 12.
I tried messaging you, but I forgot your Twitter.
That's a beautiful picture, Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you got your webcam on?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
We can't see you.
You have to single Andrea out as the only one without a webcam.
Shut up.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah. So yeah, Lee, you haven't said much. What do you think of Aquaman movie?
Well, my Wi-Fi is acting up, so I can't really hear you guys very much. It's all staticky.
What can't hear right now?
So that's why I haven't been talking.
Right.
Am I like jittery? Like...
I gotcha.
It might be your speakers. Is it your actual? Is Skype saying it's your audio or your connection? Like Skype would say if there's a... Someone type it to her, please.
I need a piece of paper.
All right.
Check.
Lewis,
Skype.
what do you think of the new Aquaman movie?
Oh, I can't wait. Well, if they do it right.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's just that problem is Joe Public. Again, there's that perception of Joe Public going, Aquaman, he just controls fish.
Because Joe Public is just a bunch of idiots. The only Aquaman they're exposed to is the memes that are on the internet.
No, there is one thing that will get people to go see this movie.
What?
That is
Game of Thrones guy.
Jason Momoa as motherfucking Aquaman. That is a selling point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is a selling point to that.
The
thing.
bearded
True.
dude who fucks Tyrion. I'm gonna see that
Carl
movie.
Drogo!
Yeah. Who's dead now, so he doesn't have any commitments with Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, all you Game of Thrones spoilers, but for God's sake, that was in like
Spoilers.
Lewis. This camera still isn't on.
Oh yeah, I can't do it. Like it's weird.
Okay, so we're gonna have two avatars.
Shut up. Like my brother's one that got drunk and broke the laptop. That isn't my fault.
And we're not going back to those. Like, and actually, I can see the villains working for Aquaman because Aquaman actually has some pretty good villains.
He's
He's got Black
he's also
Manta,
got-
Ocean Master.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Black Manta for the villain.
Probably.
Yeah,
Maybe they might incorporate.
No, I
let's
don't
see.
think actually.
If they do Black Manta, the thing I do actually see them changing the helmet because it's too big.
Maybe. Depends. Depends how much of a
Oh,
change. If he doesn't
yeah.
look like a scuba diver, I'm fine.
Yeah, but I mean, if they keep
Scuba
like,
diver.
if they keep those red like slit, you know, like those red like eye slits, but like shrink the helmet a bit, because to be honest, I don't. They're probably gonna, the actor who has is probably gonna have to have that on, and I really don't see that being a very comfortable thing to wear.
No.
I
What were you gonna say,
disagree.
Jack?
I disagree with Black Manta being the main villain. I think he'd be good for a separate villain for if they ever wanted to do a sequel. But if it's something for an origin story, then they would probably have to go with Ocean Master or his brother. I think that would just make a lot more sense. It would
Like
introduce the character better, and it would build Atlantis as a world in a much smoother fashion.
like
Than saying,
they're doing
here's
with,
the villain.
Yeah, like they're doing with the new Aquaman animated movie in
Yep.
DC.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm looking really.
I really
much
want to
forward
see that.
Yeah.
I hope they take on the criticisms that got about the first one. Like,
Mutant War.
No, I mean, yeah, was it War? Wasn't it the new 52?
That was
like,
the one
Yeah.
prior. Yeah.
Yeah, where stop making everyone act like a smug prick. Basically, is what my biggest.
Like,
Well, that's the
I
whole
was
point
fine
of
with
New
that,
52.
honestly. I was fine with that, honestly, in that movie.
I don't know. It's like
No, the only thing I had a problem with in that film is when they basically stab Darkseid in the eyes and basically drill his eyes out. That was the only thing I had a problem with. And I had weird flashbacks to the DC animated universe when the Flash said, Granny Flash had a saying, the problem with an eye for an eye is that everybody comes out blind.
that's a Gandhi quote, actually.
Mhm.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Gandhi quote.
Who's Gandhi?
I guess DC isn't listening to their
Gandhi.
own
Oh,
advice.
Gandhi. Did you just say that's a Gandhi?
You said Gandhi. Obviously, I know
That's
who
how you
Gandhi is,
pronounce it.
but Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Moving on, we're moving to the next film,
Next film. we got-
Wow, you.
which is in. Yes. What the?
Oh, Lee, any
Lewis.
luck with
Oh, no.
Lewis?
Huh?
Your mic's.
No, it's Freddy. No.
Ah!
I don't want to watch Freddy's again.
Yeah. Just like, why don't you just keep the door locked? I don't get that. But anyway, yeah.
So the next movie,
Next movie.
2019, Shazam with
Yay.
Black Adam.
Can you smell what the Black Adam is cooking?
No, I can't. What
I
is that?
really hope that's not an Easter egg or like a small tidbit.
Yeah. Again, I can see it working. My kind of problem is it's 2019 and The Rock is getting kind of old now.
Kind of, yeah.
You say that
Well,
about
who
Hugh
is-
Jackman, but
well,
he still
who
looks
is he-
fit,
who
and
is
they're
he
only in their
supposed
40s.
Well, who is The Rock supposed to play?
He's
Black
Black
Adam.
Adam.
Black Adam.
He's a few thousand years old, so
Yeah.
He can do a pretty good job, even though
He
he's been
can
a Tooth Fairy.
Well, Dwayne Johnson's like 300
Yeah.
years old.
And actually,
right?
Dwayne Johnson's probably the only actor, like wrestling actor, I could say is actually a competent actor.
What
yeah.
about
Probably.
Dave Bautista in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, the guy who played Drax.
I know. I think Batista needs a bit of work. I think,
Oh, he was great.
no, some of his lines, delivery, I thought was a bit flat. I mean, I'm not saying he was bad, but you know, like he needs a bit more.
he
he
was
was used
supposed to be. He was supposed to essentially try to be that dull character, but because he was so like, I think he was the only one in the movie that actually acted more alien than the
Yeah.
rest of them because he didn't get anything, and that's what made him more
He
funny.
doesn't understand metaphors.
Exactly.
By the way, Lee,
Nothing woke-
quickly for you, I'm gonna quickly boot you from the call, and you can rejoin. See if that helps with the audio.
Alright.
Keep up.
Wait, you heard that?
She hears bits and pieces. Okay, just for future reference, Alex, go ahead and like cut out all these what was it? Technical difficulties from the video.
Yeah.
I'm sure people won't mind.
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll do that. It's not like I have other things to edit. Um, but yeah,
Oh,
as I was saying is, actually, I'll wait for Lee to rejoin before I do it.
Hello?
Can you
Hello.
hear us? Come in, come in, come in.
Konnichiwa. Minasan.
can you hear us? Can you see us? We can't
Can-
see you, but we can hear
I
you.
can see you guys.
Can you hear us?
Better than before, yes.
Can you
Okay.
actually, can you understand us?
Yes.
We
Good.
can't, is your camera, I don't know, maybe you should...
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
Good.
There's
Yeah.
a difference between seeing and hearing, Jack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tell that to Helen.
How many fingers...
Wow.
Should I edit that? Should I edit that out?
No,
It's fine.
Really not that
I
bad.
think it's fine.
Okay, Lee. How many
If someone,
fingers?
if
Yeah.
someone wants to kick his ass, they'll find him.
How many fingers do you hear?
What?
I don't think that's how that works, Alex.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
But no, it's should I don't know. I'm saying I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of like they have to get a good kid actor to play because you know.
Get Ty Simpkins. He was the kid from Iron Man. He was really good. I think he
Yeah.
could pull it off.
Also,
Oh,
who's,
yeah.
Also, they need to get an actor who's got like the charismatic to pull off being like a kid in a fully grown male
But
guy's
not like
body.
an over the top, like yeah, kind of kid.
Get
Yeah.
another wrestler.
Like a normal
They
kid.
basically have. Get another
Yeah.
wrestler. They basically have the minds of a child.
Yeah, but he's like, but it's sort of
like
like going, yeah. But he's like, so it can't be like a gee Willikers sort of
No.
guy.
The
No
kid
more
from
play
Modern
culture.
Family would be good.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, or the kid I actually like. He's probably going to be a bit older now, but the kid from Hugo. Remember that?
Oh god, yeah.
He was
That
really
was like
good.
3 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a bit older now, but he's saying he would be good. Lee, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
It's just you can't. We're just getting the spinning loading screen of doom from you. I just want to double check. Skype. You should show me how to work Google Hangouts next time. So,
Well, it's not hard, but let's
Just-
do
just
that.
put-
next time.
Put the fluffy cat picture on her spot until we get her again.
yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, it's like turn your camera off and turn it back on. See if that works. But it's saying yeah, Shazam. I can see. I'm kind of surprised DC are actually doing a Shazam movie because he's not like one of the, like
He's not that well known.
Yeah.
They've tried to make him well known, and in a lot of areas they haven't really tried hard enough.
Yeah. And I
Not-
do.
not
I
52 at least.
I kind of hope they do the. This is one thing I do like the New 52. I kind of like the Shazam's outfit with the hood. I actually kind of
Yeah.
like that. I kind of hope
That's
they do
nice.
that.
That's nice to add.
Yeah. I just wonder what they're going to do with the other, Shazam people.
You mean
Black
the,
Adam's fine with me.
the rest of the Marvel family?
I can't remember their names, but there's like a Lady Shazam or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
It's Miss Marvel. No, not Miss Marvel. Actually, no,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Wrong comics.
Yeah.
Well, she was called Miss Marvel I think. Oh, it's Mary Marvel, Marvel Jr., and I can't remember the rest of them.
But to be
And they
honest,
formed to make Captain Thunder.
but to be honest, I don't see them doing. I just completely see them retconning that and saying no, they don't really exist. They don't exist in this universe. I can.
That'd
Yeah.
just be weird.
Bringing up Miss Marvel, actually, odds are if they're doing Shazam, they won't be able to call him Captain Marvel because of that whole dispute.
They will call him
between
Shazam.
his
They will call him Shazam. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's after Shazam?
Ooh.
Probably just skip this one, but it's Justice League 2. We don't know what Justice
Wait.
League 1's
Yeah.
going to be about, so we can't really talk about this one. So you just want to skip over.
Isn't it just League Part 2? So are they making it a two-parter, or is it?
It's Justice League
Yeah,
1 and
it's-
Justice League 2, basically.
It's the whole thing that started with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, how they split up the big movies to make them longer, get more in.
Avengers 3 might be doing that as well.
Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
they
too.
said that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Twilight needed that.
No.
Because there was just so much story.
Yes. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh
that
god.
didn't really go anywhere.
I
Next-
am the son of a chief.
All right, Jack. What's the next movie on the list?
In 2020, we have Cyborg,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not Martian
Yeah.
Manhunter.
Cyborg. Yeah,
Oh,
that's.
yeah.
Here's
I
my problem.
am really wondering what if. So I was kind of going. If they're doing a Cyborg suddenly movie, if they ever do a Teen Titans movie, he's probably not going to be in it.
No,
Probably not.
that's my argument with
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I know Cyborg's in the league and all, but everybody knows Cyborg as a
Yeah.
Titan, and he's never had a solo story that didn't involve them. So I don't know how they're going to have a solo movie that won't incorporate Titans. Period. Because he doesn't really have a rogues gallery that isn't Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Basically.
like
I don't know what they're going to do.
he doesn't actually have like. There's no like. Cyborg doesn't really have like a villain, like Robin has Nightwing kind of has Deathstroke, Starfire has Blackfire, Beast Boy has the Brain, what's his name?
The Brain.
The Brotherhood. Well, him and
Brotherhood
the
of
Doom
Evil.
Patrol have the Brotherhood.
Starfire has
Raven.
Black.
Raven
Yeah,
has
Raven-
that.
It's like
Raven
Trigon
has
and all that stuff.
Raven has Trigon and her brothers.
Or the three sons
Yeah.
of Trigon.
Yeah.
And
Wally-
Robin has
Wally
Batman.
West doesn't really have anyone, to be honest.
There was the Fearsome Five
Yeah.
that kind of delved into Cyborg,
They might
but
do the
they
hot.
have to introduce
they
so much stuff.
Starfire also has the Gordanians and the Citadel. There's the High
Yeah.
Five.
Slade.
Not the High Five. The High Five wasn't in the comics.
No, the High Five
It's-
was. Well,
it's
the
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 High
Hive.
Five was very
The
all
Hive, yes,
heavily
but
inserted.
not the Hive that we
Very
know.
different to what it was, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Fearsome Five as they're known.
Yeah.
Same characters, different outlook and design.
Yeah. But
Were they
speaking
the
of,
ones in the Red Hood arc?
I don't know. I really don't know what's going on
Red
with
Hood?
if they're going to do the Red Hood arc or not.
They
but
did
I
that
don't
in a
think so.
movie, didn't they?
Yeah.
They already made Batman under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a Batman story, though.
But it's like
Yeah, well,
Cyborg doesn't really have a sort of it. I mean, you could Brother Blood maybe, but again not so much. I mean, he was
He's
only
more
If they
Raven,
find a
though.
way to adapt that Brother Blood story into a movie, I could see it. But DC's
again.
not
You would
so
have to
adamant about the animated
incorporate the Titans.
Of
in a
course.
way. Yeah,
And
because you can't do
Blood's
Brother
more
Blood
of a
without
Raven,
Trigon, and you can't do Trigon without Raven. You can't do Raven without the Titans. I don't know how they're gonna do this.
Wait, theory. Maybe that's why they're introducing a female Robin to maybe set up the Titans a little bit? Just
I don't
thinking.
know.
Well,
I don't
Maybe.
think so, but you never
well,
know, I guess.
Wait,
well, if that's the case,
And
then
maybe we might get Donna Troy and Wonder Woman. And there may be Wally West.
Flash, Arthur in Aquaman.
the only
not
way I
Arthur,
can kind
Aqualad,
of
Aquaman.
the only way I can kind of see them doing this is like saying if they like have a throwaway line like where Cyborg goes, "Oh yeah, I was with like these group of teens before I became part of the league," and then they have to do a prequel,
Yeah,
and then
right.
they
I
do a
wish.
prequel, and then they do a prequel thing. But again, it goes.
They could do like the Wolfman and Perez origin, but keep the focus on Cyborg mostly.
I wish they would
Yeah.
do that.
Maybe. We don't know yet. They could change their minds by then. Again, the title and the actor, that's all we have.
And his origin is kind of RoboCop, to be honest.
Yeah,
Well, it's
basically.
related to the Justice League now because, the
Yeah.
I never
well,
understood
it
that
would be
change.
Superman
but
now.
I never understood that change between when it came to Martian Manhunter to Cyborg. I never understood why they did that.
That was the lead writer Jeff Johns. He I don't really understand why, but he wanted to get Cyborg into a bigger light, and that started with Flashpoint. And
Yeah.
then they decided, let's make him this big lead character now. And because of
I
that,
mean, I like Jeff Johns.
Now
I
they
just
do
want to
erase
know
all the
why he did
Titans.
that.
Yeah.
none of us know. They never
Why?
really
Yeah.
said
Why is he
but-
giving that treatment? What about the other time? I mean, like obviously Nightwing, which again, I'm wondering what they're going to do with Nightwing. And again, if they're going to have to, there's probably going to say if they do the Titans, I honestly see them not doing Robin and doing Nightwing as the leader instead, like just forgetting the whole Robin thing and just jumping straight to Nightwing.
I can live with that.
Yeah, that's not the biggest concern, all things considered.
But it's saying they haven't announced anything, and it's like that's just till 2020. And to be honest,
there's one-
like oh yeah, Green Lantern reboot.
The one that they
Yay.
strategically put they strategically put this in 2020 for a
After.
nice 9-year gap.
After the Justice League.
Gap.
And after
No,
the
a nice
Justice League movie. But I say, I know what you mean. But here's the thing. Everyone shits on the Green Lantern movie, and it's a crap movie.
Uh-huh.
But
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 Ryan Reynolds.
I liked
fine.
Ryan Reynolds.
he
I
wasn't
wouldn't
bad.
say
he's a
he
good
was
actor.
awful.
Just the movie wasn't good.
No,
It could have been written
was
better.
the worst thing about that film.
That's
I've
it.
heard people say that he is the reason that film failed. That
No,
is-
not
could-
at all.
Put someone else in that role. That story would not
Hmm.
have been any bit better.
No.
I mean, you could have had a better person than Ryan Reynolds.
He
was fine.
But it wasn't the actor's fault.
No.
Yeah, it was not his fault. That nothing could have saved that script. No amount of acting could.
It was the thing that sunk Green Lantern was the script and the editing. The editing is atrocious in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Plus,
I've watched it in a long time. I can't.
for a
comment
Green
on
Lantern
that.
movie and something that takes place in space, we stayed way too long on Earth. And that was
Yeah.
boring.
And then literally the whole Green Lantern thing was pretty much they just made into like a pretty much an 1980s sports montage.
That was boring.
Mark Strong was good, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, him and Sinestro is like again they're probably going to do Sinestro as the villain because they're not going to do the shit monster again.
No.
No Hector Hammond.
The
No.
thing is, I don't understand why they did Pathrax in the first place. He's like the end game villain sort of thing for Green
Yeah,
Lantern.
Hmm.
Well, Necron, I would say, is now.
I mean, like the whole
Yeah.
thing when a Green Lantern went batshit crazy and just killed people and became Pathrax.
Emerald
Ow,
12.
Oh, yeah.
And
They
would
might
they
do that for a
and would they
sequel, maybe.
and would they bring in the other lanterns like the Red Lantern, the Yellow Lantern, the
Well, they first have to
Yeah.
introduce the other Green Lanterns, like Guy Gardner, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner.
Oh, wait, no.
They might have
Yeah.
to do that
Or just
first.
other
before they
races.
colors.
Like what's the big guy's name? The starts with an M. What's his name?
Um,
The alien.
huh.
Wait,
I'm
big
not
guy?
Yeah, the other Green Lantern. What is he? Starts with an M.
Rhino guy.
What?
The Rhino guy.
Kilowog?
Yes,
Hey,
Kilowog.
something like
That's
that.
okay.
He doesn't begin with an F.
I said M. I thought it was an M.
It's Kilowog, and there's hundreds of Green Lanterns. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I know.
literally a
They're-
whole planet of them. There's one for every sector,
Oh,
isn't there?
sector.
Yeah.
There's at least over 27,000 of them because that's how many
Yeah.
space
I say
there are.
I'm not like a huge up on the Green Lantern lore, but it's like, I know it's like obviously Green Lantern is they're justice, aren't they, or something like that. Like
They're
They're like the police.
Green
You know
Lanterns
that-
will.
Will
Oh,
yellow
yeah.
yellow is fear.
Mhm.
Red is
Red's
hate. Rage.
Hold that
hate,
thought.
sorry, yeah.
Same thing. Same
Pink is love, which
Uh-huh.
is bizarre to be honest. But like with the saying Star Sapphire, some of the stuff she creates with the Green Lantern, like the power of heart.
Not necessarily Captain Planet kind of heart.
Yeah.
You've got all the rings too. I do too.
Yeah.
I'm missing it. Yeah, I'm actually missing an orange one. The
But
comic
it's
book
the-
store that-
Got it.
yeah, like they were like saying,
Yeah.
take one or two. I took 8,
Yeah.
all 8 of them.
And black, obviously, black is death. I know that.
Yeah.
But the other ones I can't remember. Like what's
There's blue, which is
Blue
like
is hope.
compassion, I
Blue is
think,
hope.
or
No, blue is
calmness.
hope.
Okay,
Blue is
no,
hope.
everybody
There's-
at once.
And then white is like becoming God, which Carl Rayner did.
No,
White's life.
white is life.
what's orange?
Orange is
Green.
green. It's why
Avarice.
Lex Luthor started to seek after it after the in Blackest Night storyline before the big reboot.
Right.
Nope.
Is that all
Hey,
of
guys.
them? Isn't there something else? Oh, Andrew, have you got to go?
And a few.
Alright.
I got about 10, 15 minutes. So I'm
Okay.
letting you guys know.
Okay.
And that's all the
You
movies,
don't
actually.
mind just dropping it? We can continue. And you can just drop.
Oh no,
out,
no, it's
yeah.
fine. I just want to see
Yeah.
if we can finish up a little bit more, so we can like talk
Oh, yeah,
about Titan stuff and
Yeah.
to see to see if we can mention some Titan stuff, and then if you guys want to go
Yeah.
back to the DC stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It was
Lewis Hope.
yeah.
But the whole point of this thing is that there's an entire gigantic lore for them to do with Green Lantern, so that opens a lot of possibilities for a movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
But let's do some. Let's actually, yeah. I mean, we've pretty much covered all the movies that they announced. So
Yep.
yeah, what Titan
Yeah.
stuff do you want to talk about?
Well, Cyborg was where we already discussed the Cyborg thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
in his
Yeah.
place in the film universe. Which we don't know what to think of that at this point because we don't know what the prior movies are going to be like to begin
Again,
with.
Yeah.
it's really difficult to have Cyborg in the league and try to make him a big rig character because even now in the New 52, he is the only one in the Justice League that does not have a solo title. He does not have a
Yeah.
story. He's just
No,
there.
No, and here's another thing. He's mostly known for being part of the Titans. I mean, doesn't matter how many
Even
reboots
in
they
Teen
do or
Titans
how
Go,
much.
I mean, for God's sake, even in Teen Titans Go,
Yeah.
like people, if they're gonna do like, it's probably not gonna be on air by that time, but it's like people, it's on the Teen Titans Go is on air now, and they hear the announcement of a Cyborg movie, aren't they gonna go? Hang on, isn't he a part of the Titans?
Yeah, well, that's how everyone knows him.
But then you also got to think for the TNT Titan show. Because of the Cyborg movie now
Oh,
announced, is he
yeah.
going to be in it now? Are they gonna leave
That's
it?
I don't think that's gonna be in the same universe.
Because of
But
Flash
even then,
and Arrow.
they'll worry about.
They've only
they'll have to.
for the Teen Titans live show, they've only confirmed Nightwing, Starfire, and Raven, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, but you also
Yeah.
got to think because of the Cyborg movie, are they going to worry about confusion for Joe Average?
I don't know.
Probably not. They don't typically care about that, honestly.
If they go around the Marvel,
They'll make the excuse.
if they go down the Marvel route, hopefully, and use their brains and actually spend a bit of time like not basically just doing an exposition dump and explaining but like work it in, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, I got you.
Marvel are good at Marvel. Again, especially with Guardians of the Galaxy, they didn't like just exposition dump saying this is the character, this is their backstory. They actually worked it into the whole thing.
To be fair, they did that in Guardians of the Galaxy. They just told you everybody's backstory.
But they also developed their character in the story
But if
too.
you know what I mean, they didn't just like say, "Oh, Gamora's like really wanted across the like Gamora's really infamous," and they didn't do anything with that. They did that with the whole prison scene.
Hmm.
It was all. I think I think it was more instead of just background development. It was also more of a group development to
Yeah.
see how they played off each other.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't need to go into a review of Guardians again.
The only problem I had with Guardians was a lot of problems could have easily been solved if Groot was there. Like especially like the fight with Drax when Drax first fought the Destroyer. Drax first fought. I can't
Drax
remember.
the Destroyer.
Ronan?
Drax.
Something like that.
Yeah, he first fought
Ronan?
Ronan.
Raccoon.
He just kept on going. Where's Groot? Because they left Groot on Earth because Rocket and Star-Lord and Gamora were flying around, being chased by Nebula, and Groot just stayed behind. I was kind of going, where is Groot? Like, shouldn't he be helping out in this fight?
What did Groot do? I forgot.
I mean,
Hey guys,
Okay.
can I steer the conversation
Alright.
somewhere else just for
Okay,
a minute?
go.
Sorry guys, I gotta leave in a few.
fine.
Have you guys been picking up? Sorry, have you guys been picking up lately on like the little more teasing that the Teen Titans Go has been doing for the original series?
Yes, they did
Yeah,
it
I
again
noticed
in
that.
the new
Yes.
episode. That's
The
not,
new episode.
that's
Mm.
This is without my
I
mask.
I don't know.
at least they gave the character. At least they kind of get. I mean, at least they kind of made Robin less of a joke. Like he was going, "I'm not taking off my mask because I've got a bit. I'm kind of worried about you guys." Which,
Lazy writing. It's been
Yeah.
done before.
yeah, but and then the characters act like jerks, thinking like, "Oh no, he doesn't trust us," and then now we're just gonna leave him. And then Robin lies flat out. Why he takes off his mask and flat out lies. If you watch the episode.
I saw a clip of it, but my thing is like,
And that
I just,
fucking ending! Like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
God.
I didn't watch it. I only saw the sneak peek of that scene, and I'm not watching the episodes. I can't.
Okay, I'll spoil the ending. It turns
Go
out
ahead.
Robin has a little, like, twin living in his left eye.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think I was say something else then.
What?
Why not?
Like he takes
Like,
off his he takes off his mask and he's like they do this they actually do the episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where they made Squidward beautiful and it's the exact same face.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
my God.
we did.
I did not see that.
It's
part.
the exact same face. But like
Yes.
and then
Because
Because original
Starfire
ideas are hard.
and then Starfire immediately falls for him as well because he's got a pretty face because screw the whole relationship thing. It's just about face value.
That's
Exactly, Alex.
But then it turns out at the end, he was just wearing a mask, and he has a little like miniature Robin in his left eye,
Oh God.
living in his left eye.
What's the twist?
It's the weirdest thing. And it's like,
What a twist.
I don't even get what the comedy about that is.
Me
There's
neither.
nothing funny about it. It's not really a twist. It's just stupid.
Sounds like he's got an eye tumor or
This
something.
entire show is stupid. You know what? I'm
Given,
just getting personally. I'm just getting tired of how they keep like what's it called like teasing us with scenes of the clips of the original show. Like they know how badly we want the original show back. Like okay, we get it. You have Teen Titans Go now, but you know how many of us fans want the old show back? Do you really have to keep teasing us with clips of the old good show? The good one.
But
like,
to give them a little bit of credit, because again, this is amazing coming from me. At least they're not flat out insulting the original show, like going, "Oh, that show was just stupid." Like,
true.
they
That's
haven't
something.
done that.
Still.
But
I wouldn't put it.
But instead of doing that blatantly, they're kind of doing that even with the show, and even like saying, like what Andrea's saying, where they're teasing us by saying, "Oh, here's a clip from the original. Bye."
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. It's literally them just saying, "How can we, reference the old show and like piss off a couple more people? Let's take the clips from the movie, overdub it with a stupid scene, and make it an abridged like dream sequence."
Yeah, which by the way, by the way, people were pissed off at that.
Everyone was, even fans of Teen Titans Go.
Everybody would be, dude.
What? What?
Jack, do you know what we're talking about?
You guys started talking about Teen Titans Go, and I just zoned out because I don't watch the show.
That's fine. Yeah, we're complaining right now, so this is the segment where everybody can skip.
Yeah, and there's also that thing about Teen Titans Go. People say, "Oh, stop them trying. It's a new show. It's not trying to be the original." It really is. It really is.
They keep putting scenes of the original motherfucking show that we love in there and making. I'm sorry, guys.
And they keep using and they keep using plot lines from the original show.
Exactly, and let's not forget you're using the same exact voice actors too. That's
same kind of character, same character
voice
design,
actors, same character designs, same secondary characters, same plot, same device,
villains,
same design, same everything,
same villains.
And they keep teasing about we're gonna say who Red X is and all.
Same great taste, half the calories.
Exactly. So they're pretty much. And they keep and don't forget that teasing of the whole Beast Boy and Raven thing. It's like, okay, you're teasing us with shit that we wanted to know from the original. So how is it its own show at the same time you're flaunting everything we wanted from the original? Like, really.
Well, the whole Beast Boy and Raven
Andrea, breathe, please.
was literally just pandering.
But
they figured this out at a convention when everyone asked a question about Beast Boy and Raven, and they figured if we oversaturate every episode with Beast Boy and Raven, maybe we'll get people to watch more.
Yeah. I mean, the original show had a lot of Starfire and Robin. No, in this show, we're going to make that just completely creepy and just depressing to watch, to be honest. But we're going to do the Starfire and Robin thing from the original show and do it with Raven and Cyborg, but just make it stupid.
It's like bad fan fiction. You don't know the characters. You don't care to research the characters. You're just going to write whatever you want.
Honestly, I'm just thinking about this. The Teen Titans Go is like badly written Seinfeld, if you know them. Superhero Seinfeld. Like, all the characters in Seinfeld were assholes. But,
Yeah.
If you rewatch Seinfeld, all the people were assholes in Seinfeld.
Like, in the ending, they just show you all back to back,
Like, the final episode of Seinfeld is everyone they're getting arrested and being put into jail for being assholes. But it's sort of like Seinfeld in Teen Titans Go is like badly written Seinfeld, where the comedy from Seinfeld was them being assholes, but you kind of like them because they were being such assholes. In Teen Titans Go, you hate them for being such assholes.
Yeah.
They're not redeeming characters, and they know that.
Nope.
I don't think they know that. I think they just legitimately think that not that these are characters, how the characters act. Like, this is the funniest way to do this show.
It's not at all.
Their mindset is that the less likable your characters are, and the less likely they are to act like a normal human being, the more funny they'll be.
Yeah.
And that's not the case with every single goddamn character. You can't do that.
It needs to have, and honestly, the show has literally no heart, if you know what I mean. Like, it just comes off as literally like, we made this show to sell toys. But even some of the shows that are just there to sell toys, like Transformers Prime, that was pretty much made to sell toys. To be honest, it was. Like,
Transformers 1980, the 1980 cartoon was to sell toys.
But it had
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon was made to sell toys.
yeah.
Yes, but they were actually good.
Pokemon was selling a game, and it still
And
is.
toys. And toys.
Yeah. Um.
Don't bring Pokemon
Yeah.
into this.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not.
Thank you.
We're not insulting it, but yeah, that is the main purpose, Jack. You have to admit that. One of the
Yeah,
main
but at least it
purposes
was-
is to
at
sell
least it's
toys.
good.
and
It's not
also
a bad thing,
and
but that was
also
the
to
Hey,
have.
Hey
Okay.
guys, I gotta go, so I'm just gonna say one last thing before I go.
Fuck Teen
Okay.
Titans Go.
What?
Fuck
Alright,
Teen Titans
so
Go.
yeah, so apparently, guys, on Twitter, I heard that we're planning a movement for Christmas break. So if anyone
Yeah.
has free time off, we have to start planning something. So let's start brainstorming and see what we can come up with. Because I heard
Yep.
that there's an idea, but we're not sure what we're doing yet.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be the last you. This is going to be the last you hear of Andrea, and she will not
Ever.
return until she has a new
Ever.
camera.
Oh, shit. I'll be
We'll
on
figure out
next
all our
time.
camera problems next time, folks.
Yes, we'll
Yeah,
probably get,
Yes.
we'll do
I'm
it.
gonna-
On,
We
Don't
yeah.
worry,
promised we'd do
guys.
that last time, but this time we promise.
Yeah.
Just
Promise
like
you
you
can-
guys-
yeah.
Hey, don't blame me. Blame my brother who broke the
It's
laptop.
fine.
But
We're just saying
But
we'll
I will-
figure it.
it's fine. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go on Amazon, look for like a plug-in webcam, or hopefully I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can get a pretty cheap
Okay.
one, but yeah. Bye, Andrea.
Catch you
Alright,
later.
bye,
Bye.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, good time to talk, guys. Sorry I
Yeah.
can't stay longer, but parents are
Nah,
gonna
it's
here in like 5 minutes. I gotta
Yeah.
go. All right, guys.
Okay.
Nice talking
Bye.
to you guys.
Bye.
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 Bye, guys.
Now that Andrea is gone, let's talk shit about her.
Oh, come on. Okay. So anyway, the discussion veered off into negative Teen Titans Go. Of course,
Yes, as it
that's
always
our main
does.
purpose. But I do have some good.
let's-
I do have some good
Okay,
news.
can we literally just say this about if any of the cast somehow managed to watch this? Yes, we bash Teen Titans Go, but we don't bash you because you guys are awesome. You're the only good thing I can literally say about this show is the cast is brilliant.
And we understand why you do this because you love to work with each other. And given the same circumstances, we would have done the same thing. You know, you just like working with each other. You like working on the show. That's
We don't want to
fine.
be on
We
the
don't care about
beggars
that.
on the street.
We're not going against you.
No.
If you like, it's like all the time we say to people who, if you like Teen Titans Go, that's fine. We're not trying to say you should not like Teen Titans Go.
we
say
don't.
we just don't.
We want to know
Yeah.
why, though. We want to know why.
If you love this show, that's fantastic. And in all honesty, we envy you because of it. Because we can't watch this show without getting mad for our
Yeah.
own personal purposes.
Yeah, but don't go on us saying, oh, it's not supposed to be the original. Oh, you just don't get it, and you're just hating it. It's like,
And
no,
we'll
guys,
argue with you, but we don't
There's
hate
so
you.
much in it.
yeah. Okay, I'm bringing it up. But it's like but also what I was saying. Actually, I want to talk about Marvel quickly because
Hello?
hello. Sorry,
Thanks, Long.
I tried. I quickly see if your camera fixed. I did that.
Okay.
But obviously, turn your camera back on, please.
Okay.
See if it
We
works.
see.
It's up.
Okay, there's the loading screen of
Okay.
death.
There we go.
But yeah, it's literally that case of no. Marvel announced that Captain America 3 is going to be they might do Civil War basically, and Iron Man.
That's kind of confirmed since Robert Downey Jr. signed on for the Iron Man role in it.
And he might be the villain, which is going to be like that's
I would say
guts.
villain. I
But I
just
say not
opposite.
villain, but you know,
He's
like
not the villain. No.
no, he's not going to be the
Opposition.
villain, but you know what I mean. Yeah, opposite. That's the best word for it. It's like
Wait, do you know who the actual villain is in the? I've read that comic.
the
Do you
Civil
know
War
who
comic.
You know who the actual villain is in that.
I
And
can't-
if they have the third Thor movie, it would make sense. Thor Ragnarok. Ragnarok refers to a character who is basically a double of Thor, and he is the
Yeah.
main antagonist
he's a
in
robot
the
Thor,
Civil
isn't
War
he? Basically,
storyline.
he's a robot Thor.
He's a copy Thor that went rogue. Yeah, basically.
yeah.
And again, he'd be the
And
villain.
I actually have because my dad actually bought Civil War the other day, and he's literally like literally are beating the living shit out of each other. Yeah. But it's saying it's like I mean they get the Dark Avengers in on that. I was saying they probably won't do that in the movies. You know, like but But it's like I actually kind of like how it's like that would be. I mean, obviously Iron Man, like Iron Man's not going to be the villain; he's going to be opposition. But it's going to be a Captain America movie, so it's going to be more focused on Captain America. But it's going to be saying that's a gutsy move. If it's like saying, "Oh, Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, that pretty much the most likable character, the one that everyone likes, is going to be the, well, not the villain, but
Dead.
The thing is, like,
He's gonna
they're
die.
probably gonna like make him seem like reasonable to why he does it. Like he just wants to
Oh
protect
yeah, they're going to
people.
do that. I mean, they do it in the comic. They show both
Yeah.
sides.
Does that mean Spider-Man's coming in it? Because he has quite a big role in them.
Well, depends. Well, Marvel are in talks with Sony at the moment, and actually,
It depends how their Sinister Six movie goes.
hang on, that's actually a good point because it's rumored that Marvel are talking with Sony about doing getting Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then
Okay, Alex.
they announced that Captain America 3 is going to be about the Civil War.
We
Are
don't
That's
know
a
you-
bit
yet.
weird, actually.
Alex, what this sounds like is that you're leaning into them doing the One More Day storyline from just the events that you're going through.
Oh,
And I
no.
don't approve of that, Alex. I really don't approve of that.
Where did that come from? No, one more day, you piece of shit. No.
Because if you add Spider-Man into the equation, what transpires in One More Day stems off of Civil War in the comics.
Well, they can retcon it. They could say that. I mean, to be honest, Marvel knows.
Alex likes One More Day.
I don't like One More Day. I don't like One More Day. For the love of God, I don't like One More Day. It's kind of up there with Avengers 200 as what the fuck were you thinking, Marvel?
Or the Clone Saga.
Yeah. Have you actually read Avengers 200? Because I read
No, I have
web
not.
version. It's basically Miss Marvel. They kind of make a positive that Miss Marvel was raped, and they kind of make it positive.
Wait, what?
My hat broke. Aw.
Oh, what I was talking about is apparently this comic where Miss Marvel had gotten
Brainwashed, sort of, in a way.
she got pregnant from this dude who is essentially the kid that she's pregnant with, and the whole story was just so confusing. I saw the review from Linkara, and I'm just as confused as he was. About the whole
It's
thing.
literally. Marvel hated it. And
The
they literally like backtracked on it immediately, brought Miss Marvel back, and basically just bashed that whole entire issue, going, "What in? What the
No,
fuck?"
didn't they give Miss Marvel. Didn't they make her somebody else? They made her an Afghanistan teenager, didn't
No,
they?
no, no,
Oh, that
no.
was recently.
No, that's
That
the
was
new
recent-
Miss Marvel.
No, this is old
Not-
Miss
not-
Marvel. This is like
It's not the same person.
This is leotard Miss Marvel.
Yeah, not like
Sounds
the
badass.
not-
Yeah.
Sounds badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking
know
of which,
that.
because Marvel's been talking about doing a Miss Marvel movie for ages now, since pretty much all 2014. Who would you say would be the villain for it?
I have no idea who her rogues gallery is, so I
Kind
couldn't
of an
tell you.
Avenger, to be honest, isn't she?
not a Marvel aficionado as much as I am DC. So it's not really a subject I can tackle by
I mean,
myself.
I know. There's kind of a known thing that her and Rogue duke it out, like, and it ends
The
badly.
rogue wants the Fox right now.
Yeah. She belongs to Fox.
Yep.
But speaking of which, what the hell are they going to do with Rogue and X-Men Apocalypse?
Might
Mhm.
just not have her.
Yeah.
Well,
That
they're
could be
putting her
Tom
scene back
Hardy
in
as-
the DVD release.
Yeah.
They're putting what?
They
They're
got
putting
Tom
Rogue
Hardy,
Scene
they get,
back in the
eyeing
release.
Tom Hardy for Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played Bane.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, actually.
Please just don't give him the same voice. It's like,
Like, given the
also- they've
material
also been
given
saying
him,
Tom
he
Hardy-
did a really good job.
oh yeah.
They're also saying that Tom Hardy might actually be in consideration for the Suicide Squad movie.
No, you fool. It sounds like this.
Who are they going to have as the Four Horsemen as well? Because you know Apocalypse has the 4 horsemen.
Oh, gosh,
I
yeah.
think that was in the after credit scene
Yeah.
of the future past.
Yeah, it's in the after. You see them in the after credit scene, like in the background. But I'm saying who's going to be the 4?
Yeah.
Who? Because
No clue.
Wolverine at some point becomes one of the 4 horsemen. Literally.
Yeah, he becomes
Also,
death.
they're also trying to kill him now.
No, he is dead. That comic came out. He is dead.
They just killed him already.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is
Well,
dead.
he does.
It's
They
not the
prolonged
thing.
that.
But to be honest, it's not the first time they killed Wolverine.
No.
Mainstream.
It's the first time they've killed him in the canonicity.
Like in the main,
Yeah.
in like the
So
the
it
main
technically
universe.
is the first. So it's the first time.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
Technically,
Kind of
his
like how
first official
Batman
death.
dying in Final Crisis was his first official death.
Yeah.
And then they brought him back.
Which,
Then they went through that whole time travel thing, which was just bizarre.
That's the same thing they did with Captain
Batman.
America.
Pulled that out of their ass so hard.
That caveman Batman, then Renaissance Batman, and cowboy Batman,
Pirate
Man.
pirate man.
I'm Batman.
That was
When
weird.
they gonna make a pirate Batman movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
actually, that's
I
also.
would pay to see that. I would pay to see that.
I'm also looking. It's also actually kind of 2016 is going to be a bit of a battleground for Marvel and DC, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
that's the plan.
I don't
Well,
think
yeah.
so.
But-
Well, you got Marvel. Marvel have got Captain America 3. Oh, and also there's Deadpool, which I don't. That's Sony, but you know what I mean. It's under the Marvel name. And there's X-Men Apocalypse in
That's
2016, which is Fox.
Deadpool's Fox.
Sorry.
Spider-Man Sony.
So yeah, the Deadpool and X-Men are Fox, but they're under the Marvel name. So Marvel have 3 movies that year,
Mm-hmm.
And DC has 2,
and DC
not
has,
1 but 2.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the shipwreck. That's Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah.
We don't. I haven't heard anything about that. So
Ooh,
Jack. It sounded promising for a while.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
I just-
I've been hearing reports like saying, "Oh, we're gonna make this like a teen drama movie," and then those reports is gonna be found footage, and then there was reports.
Here's all the updates. If Jack hasn't heard them all, the filming took 4 months. Doctor Doom is the lead villain, and he looks like he's wrapped in Saran wraps. Susan Storm is the one that is adopted, not Johnny. So brother and sister aren't related.
Even though so that's probably gonna mean that Johnny Storm's parents are gonna have to be black. To be honest.
they are.
Yeah.
And also that's also,
The thing looks like a rock biter, and their suit. They don't wear the Fantastic Four suits. They're technically containment suits now, so they're not going to look like the Fantastic Four. They're not going off any
also,
known
every
storylines
yeah.
or anything from the Fantastic Four comics.
They're
literally doing something that is not Fantastic Four, but they're calling it that.
Yeah. And on the actually kind of didn't they say it was going to be like some kind of teen drama or something like that?
Mhm.
And it's like
Hardly
yeah.
God.
And also like every production picture I've seen looks like they've been surrounded by like green screen. So it looks like did they just shoot this entire film in front of a green screen? Like there's no location shooting at all.
It's going to be a
It's
problem the Star Wars prequels had.
Yeah, it's the prequel syndrome.
Yeah.
Which should we talk about the new Star Wars movie? While we're at it.
We have to
Oh,
wait for
really?
that.
Load it up.
So, concept art.
Transitions.
Yes.
That comes out
we're done with
in
that.
December next year.
Yeah. That's going to be big.
Ooh.
I think it's
I
going to be
can't
great,
wait, but I'm
honestly.
also
I actually
scared.
have a lot of faith in it.
I'm
it's
excited.
Yeah. I actually do as well. I mean, for God's sake, kept George Lucas as far away as fucking possible away from it, which is
Yeah, well, his official... Here's the thing. His
creative
official title... Yeah, no,
creative
I'm about to say this.
consultant.
Yeah, I know. Creative consultant is his official title, which for anybody who does not know film terminology, if you put an equal sign on the other side means basically nothing.
Yeah.
He can't. They don't have to take anything of his into consideration. They don't have to do anything he wants. They just say, okay, maybe we'll do
The
that.
one thing I want as well is
Get the guy out of here.
they explain the continuity.
Get him.
Like they explain the official
Go
continuity of Star Wars is the prequels, the Clone Wars, Rebel, the original trilogy, and this new movie, and obviously the new movies. Okay, so does that mean Ahsoka could still technically be alive?
We don't know what we're gonna.
No.
They don't know what they were gonna do with Ahsoka. I think they had a story planned. Disney bought Lucasfilm, and then Clone Wars was dropped. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're officially going to do with Ahsoka.
Because she never had. She kind of never had an ending, if you know what I mean. Like,
No.
No, she
I
did.
know what
She
you-
left the Jedi Order.
I mean, she left the Jedi Order, but you know
we
what I
never
mean.
saw
Like,
what happened to her though. Did she survive Order 66? Did she live to the? Did she live into the Rebels?
Austin, let me be fair with you.
Okay.
Nobody survived Order 66. Nobody.
Like
a few
loads of
Jedi
Jedi
did.
survived.
yeah,
None of us survived Order 66.
I just wish they'd never retconned like half of this extended universe. Like
yeah.
half of it was better than like most of the other films.
But
Like the stuff with
but
Jason Solo is
I-
phenomenal.
They
But-
have Lawrence Kasdan. Do you
But to
guys
be
know
honest,
who
some of the stuff in the extended universe is just as bad as the midichlorian. Like I think it's called like it's the umami or something like that.
Oh yeah, but I mean like
oh wait,
the stuff.
the original Siths.
Yeah.
I've seen that. That's
Oh, the
not.
Sith
That's not that
purebloods.
bad.
Yeah.
That's at least. That's at least. It's not science. George Lucas doesn't know
Star
how to
Wars.
write science.
He doesn't know how to write. He doesn't know how to write dialogue.
I don't like sand. Did you know that?
It's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere. If you actually said that to a woman, they would pretty much just back away from you slowly.
You're so beautiful because I'm so in love. Yeah.
Let's have a nice picnic in this open field where you could easily get sniped in the head by your assassin.
I killed them all like animals.
The women and the children. And it's
And I brought home my mother's corpse.
How did Padme just not want to run away? I'm gonna go this way now. Bye.
it's literally like
Hold on, think about this. From Uncle Owen and his wife's perspective, you met this guy once, 3 years before some other guy came and gave you this baby of the guy who murdered a whole bunch of people and then brought back his mother's dead corpse and then just took off. And
Yeah.
you never heard from him again.
literally they had
What are we supposed to do with this?
We didn't have kids for a reason.
Yeah, I have a
I
bad
guess that's
feeling
the reason why
about
they didn't
this.
talk about it with Luke.
Uh,
Your father was a psycho, kid. Don't worry about it.
have you ever watched the riff tracks of the Star Wars films? They are amazing.
I've seen the Red Letter Media ones, and that's funny.
Riff tracks, they basically do. They get the guys who did they're the guys who did Mystery Science Theater 2000. If you don't know what it is,
The guy and the two puppets, yeah.
yeah, it's Mike Nelson, Bill Corbett, and I can't.
You tried to kill me with a
But yeah,
forklift.
it's the three guys. And they absolutely tear into the original trilogy, and they kind of like what they do is they do commentary throughout the whole entire film, like they do in Mystery Science Theater 3000. But it's literally like when the sand line comes up, it goes, "Okay, that was my entry in the most vapid thing you can think of." Now, it's literally like they did Batman and Robin, and you know the closing line of Batman and Robin is, "We're going to need a bigger cave," and they continue with, "To bury this steaming pile of a movie in."
Alex,
Yes.
what are you talking about? Batman and Robin didn't happen. That movie's never existed. What are you talking
What's
about?
Batman and Robin?
I don't know. I remember the comic line. Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
What killed the
Anyway.
dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Age.
A meteor killed the dinosaurs out.
That
Anyway,
freeze
that's
in
what we
hell, Batman.
Alex, just stop. These quotes. It's like you're ripping it off from a bad movie.
Oh, do you see that? It's-
Cool, bird boy.
oh, did you see that? That's the shark we've just jumped.
That's still a terrible. That's still a terrible line in Hollywood. Please refrain from saying that.
Oh,
I
we
hate
nuked
that.
the fridge.
That's still stupid. People say that's the dumbest thing in Indiana Jones. No, falling hundreds of thousands of feet in the air and then surviving on a tube raft. That's dumber.
Didn't MythBusters do that? And actually, they said it was plausible.
Then
The
they're
thing is,
lying.
I think MythBusters
fucking
did that.
Lied, Alex. They lied.
The
Well,
fridge
I
would
think-
melt
Why don't they
and he'll
test
just be
you with a nuke in a
incinerated.
fridge?
Yeah. No, not the fridge. I mean the raft thing.
Yeah, Oh, the raft crap.
I don't. I'm saying. I think like the original raft, they said no, that couldn't happen. But like they found out like those huge like slide things on planes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so using inflatable slides. That apparently works. It's actually plausible.
That's not a raft. That's not a raft.
It's used as a flotation device if the plane crashes
Not a
in. In that one rare case where a plane crashes in the sea and it like just it lands basically in the sea. No plane has ever crashed like that
Let's
in the
not
sea.
bring in our government sketchy things, Alex.
No, I'm just saying like no plane ever crashes like that.
Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
But yeah, what the hell? What were we talking about?
We
I
started
don't
with
know.
that.
Oh,
Let's
Star
start-
Wars. I actually like the look of the new Stormtroopers.
Uh,
I don't like the snowtroopers. They look really weird.
I
don't
like all
know.
the practical effects.
Yeah. Oh yes.
I like how all the stormtroopers aren't all CGI like in the prequel trilogy.
What
all
the
those
hell were they thinking when that was? I honestly think George Lucas was surrounded by yes men. Like you can actually kind of see that.
I like
In,
anyone who said no.
Well, yeah,
Just give him full
everybody see.
control.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the for anyone who hasn't
The
seen the
making
Red
of.
Letter Media,
Oh, the Blinket
No,
reviews are amazing.
and no one's seen those, what is it? Mike Kitsola, he really points out. It's very weird that he points out that everyone around him kind of seems they're silent when they're around George. They're silent. They're scared. But they don't seem very comfortable around him. I think it's weird. That should not be how a film should be made. And he
The
also
same
rushed out.
as
like literally,
Steven Spielberg.
yeah, like literally when they did like the after they showed the episode 1 to like George Lucas like that was one of the most awkward things I've ever watched is when the after like George Lucas watched the rough cut of episode 1. Like you literally just like he didn't like come out and say yes we made a masterpiece. It's just like awkward silence.
Thinking, dear God, what have I done?
No, literally, it was like with 8 people with him. It was literally like awkward silence, and he was like, "I think he did say, I think I may have gone too far."
Yeah.
We gotta tell him this sucks. We can't.
In a
put
way,
this
it
out.
must be quite good for J.J. Abrams thinking that he can never sink, like go beyond that. Like they've reached their low point and it can never sink beyond that.
I don't know. I thought the Clone Wars movie was pretty shit.
I mean, like the prequels in general. Like,
Yeah. I mean, the Clone. Okay, now I don't want people to mishear me when I say this. The Clone Wars TV show is amazing. The Clone Wars movie, that was like the stepping on, the starting point of the Clone Wars, was terrible.
We had a bumpy start, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. We got this under control.
Yeah.
All this shit is good.
I actually do have I've looked at some like the preview clips of Rebel. I do have one concern, like about it. Is that one that has like the bounty hunter helmet, the Jango Fett helmet? She looks like she's going to be the smartass character, and I hope they don't do her.
oh, the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Jungo.
She looks like she's going to be like the smartass character, which I am fine with having like the cocky smartass character. But like, give her some depth. Apart from just don't just make her cocky and smartass. Give her a bit of vulnerability as well. Like, if you know what I mean. Like,
This isn't a James Cameron film.
What?
That's
like,
a good dig
all
at
the-
Avatar.
Yeah.
What happens? I
No,
didn't
like,
hear that.
Every film that James Cameron does, all the women are like smart ass and strong, like not human at all. Like,
I wouldn't.
I
say
don't
that.
think he understands how to write people.
Am I right in
wouldn't-
saying Avatar is really overrated?
Yeah.
Slightly.
The movie?
I like
yeah.
Avatar.
Yeah.
I
And
like
also, where's
Avatar.
all those sequels that James Cameron promised?
Working
No,
on
he's
him.
shooting-
He's got 4
No,
more
yeah,
planned.
yeah. No, he has 3 planned, and they're shooting them back to back to back.
Oh god.
They're in the they're doing it.
That's probably
Peter
going to be the most expensive film thing ever. Because what was it? If Avatar cost like the one Avatar cost like 400 million. I mean, yes,
No,
it
it
was
didn't.
using.
No. Fun fact: Avatar only cost, I think, at its max, 200 million with another 30 million for advertising. The most expensive movie ever made was Pirates 3. with
No.
$300 million.
Oh yeah, no, it's like they adjusted for inflation, like something like that. The most expensive movie ever made is
No,
Pirates of the Caribbean. But no, like then Avatar,
they were made around the same time, weren't they?
yeah, I
So
think
yeah.
so. But wasn't Pirates 2 and 3 filmed back to back?
Yeah, but the budgets were different.
Okay. Um, speaking of which, okay, actually, speaking of which, Pirates of the Caribbean 5 going to get started shooting this year as well.
Indeed, yes it
Yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have no interest in
Neither do I.
because I think
To be honest,
I think
I don't think that movie's going to do very well.
the time is past. One should
Yeah.
say they've missed the Iron Will is hot.
Well, no, it's kind of Pirates 4 kind of killed the franchise, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like it's usually like you know, like how Die Hard, A Good Day to Die Hard, that killed Die Hard literally. That has killed Die Hard.
They have one more. They said the last one, the next one they're doing is the last one though.
They said that about that. Like, yeah.
No, that's
Yeah,
coming
sure.
from Bruce Willis, but
Well, there, that.
That
Yeah,
the one with his son.
Yeah, that was the one in Russia with his son. That's saying the Good Day to what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
yo man, we got that tap dancing swag from that one villain. It's amazing.
Speaking of movies, I saw Dracula Untold. Not very good.
How was
I'm disappointed.
What's that?
I was very
Elaborate,
disappointed.
Alex.
Oh, I will elaborate and enunciate.
Bleh.
And delve deep into the psyche of this movie and come out a better man.
Don't do much.
No, okay. It kind of does the origin story of Dracula, but and they're saying like, it's kind of sort of thing like Dracula's I think I'm probably gonna get this right, but like Dracula was Vlad the Impaler or something like that. And this
Yes,
movie goes.
I know. Vlad the Impaler was the initial inspiration for Dracula
Yeah.
back in Bram Stoker's book. They made a few parallels, and they basically have just and everybody else has just basically worked that into the mythology to this
Yeah.
point.
But basically, in this movie, let's say Vlad the Vlad the Impaler, you know, this guy who's pretty much killed a shit ton of people, is actually a nice guy. You know, and
Vlad the Impaler was a crazy asshole who would impale
who just
innocent people just on poles and would just leave
Oh yeah,
them there to
they
hang
explain
bleed to
that.
death.
They explain why he did that in the movie. He did that because he goes, well, if I do this, then people won't be will be so scared of me. I'll just do this one time, but I don't want to do this really. I just want to be a nice guy and settle down with my family and.
It's all about.
Yeah. They literally do a superhero origin story with Dracula and.
Well, they're trying to reboot the Universal monster movies.
Yeah, which I think they might not. Because this movie, the ending is complete sequel bait. Because it's set in modern times. There's like the ending of this movie jumps to modern times, and then you have the guy, the villain, the guy who turns Dracula into a vampire, like looking over Dracula in the future, in modern times, going, "It begins," and that's the end of the movie.
Woo! Sequel bait! Woo!
Which actually, to be
Shit,
honest,
you're so-
Legendary look like they're doing that with giant monsters. I mean, Pacific Rim's going to get a trilogy. They've announced Pacific Rim 2 is going to, and 3. They're doing King Kong, and Godzilla's getting a trilogy. So I'm kind of wondering, are Legendary going to be? Yeah,
Wait, what did you just say, King Kong?
yeah, they're doing a.
Hey, I see him! Get out of here!
Yeah, Legendary have the film. Legendary had the. What the hell? You alright?
Go on. He's fine. He's a big boy.
He's just bleeding out on the floor. Legendary had the Legendary had the film rights to King Kong, and they're doing like a prequel King Kong movie called Skull Island.
Dude, Skull Island. The fuck are they gonna do on that?
No idea. But King Kong's not going to
More
Hollywood.
people will come. It's what happened. It's how the map got drawn.
Yeah, or something like yeah, probably like that. But it's like it's
Absolutely never gets explained in any
yeah.
King Kong iteration, which
But
is
yeah,
cool.
it's like, but it's kind of like Legendary are gonna do like. I mean, I have no idea how they're gonna work King Kong into this. They might just do what they did in Godzilla vs King Kong and just say, "Oh no, King Kong was always that size." They literally just make King Kong the size of Godzilla. Never explain it. He just is.
He hit a
You know
growth
what?
spurt in puberty.
That's not the important part.
Yeah,
Watch these guys in costumes fight.
yeah. But it's like Legendary have Godzilla, the Godzilla and Pacific Rim and King Kong. So you kind of have to go. Are they planning something?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are they gonna have Godzilla and what? No, King Kong and one of the mechs of Godzilla together and fight off like.
King Kong and a Jaeger fighting Godzilla.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Wow. Because Godzilla. Okay. I know the new Godzilla film like has really split people, but I like it. Okay, I liked it. It comes out. It's on DVD. Go buy it, and it's
I
gonna
still haven't
get
seen it.
yeah. It's gonna get a trilogy, and they're gonna bring in and they're actually gonna bring in monsters from the original. Yay! They're gonna bring in monsters from the original Toho series. Like the next movie is apparently gonna have Mothra in it and King Ghidorah, which I think people know who Mothra is. They might need a bit of working on who King Ghidorah is. King Ghidorah is basically Godzilla's arch nemesis. Is a three-headed space dragon that breathes electricity.
Oh yeah.
Look at the chat.
What are you posting in the chat? Are you being nice?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's gonna be King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan, which kind of makes it a remake of King Ghidorah Three-Headed Dragon, which I'm going on my huge. Okay, if you want, you guys that like know more about DC than I do. If you ask me anything about Kid Godzilla, I will know it. But it's literally that thing of that's my like if I was to do Mastermind, I would go especially the subject is Godzilla and Godzooky.
Gojira. Oh my god, it's Gojira.
What about you, Lee? You got anything you're looking forward to? Movie, comics, TV show, whatever?
Not
The
really.
Tetris movie.
What?
Oh god, I forgot about that.
With
What is she looking
Dinklebot.
forward to? What?
They're making a Tetris movie.
Oh yeah.
How
Lee
the?
is very much looking forward to the 50 Shades of Grey movie.
How are they gonna? I'm looking forward if they're gonna do the Tetris movie. I'm looking for the if they're making the Tetris movie. I'm looking forward to the moment where they have the soundtrack where it's gonna be like a badass version where it's dun 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 dun.
Well, that would be the most amazing thing in the world. Let's
Or
also think about that maybe the Tetris movie, in all seriousness, might actually be like, like the making of Tetris or something like that.
To be fair,
Maybe.
did anybody expect
like a
something
sort of
out of...
drama, like a
Maybe.
docudrama.
Wait, what did any... Well, to be fair, did we think they would do anything out of the Lego movie?
To be fair, yeah, it's like,
Well, Legos, you can do anything you want.
but no, you
It's
could also go.
creativity.
Fucking Legos!
But you could go with the Tetris movie. Oh my god, there's very slowly moving bricks in different shapes and sizes falling towards us. We have to make them into straight lines to make them disappear. Oh no, some people are controlling buildings and they're stacking them up for some reason. Yeah, or they can make it out of Inception blah noises. Blah
They
blah blah blah
No, they
blah
just-
blah
No,
blah.
they just play the Hans Zimmer Batman theme.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
Okay, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
Let's make this-
Can I say Inception ruined movie trailers? Like the Inception movie trailer ruined movie trailers because they're pretty much all the exact same thing now.
No, I would say
Game trailers
it's
as
just...
well
it's.
now.
I would say it's just a popular thing, because bear in mind, this is what happened like back in 2002 when the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers trailer came out, and everybody started doing the da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
That's
What,
the
Super
thing.
Mario?
No,
Oh, you
no,
mean Requiem for a
it's
Dream?
No, but I mean, no, like Inception, like not like they use the the Inception bois, like how the trailer goes, like the Inception trailer was basically like
Wah,
was a little bit of exposition, big shots, we like,
wah.
yeah, trailers are kind of
This is the making of the
yeah,
Titans Talk movie.
yeah,
The
yeah,
trailer.
yeah, yeah. You know what I should do? I should do a podcast. Bwah!
Oh.
You guys want to be in my podcast? Sure.
I'm gonna scour around the world to create a team. A team that's better than the fucking idiots that made Teen Titans Go.
But
um,
I gotta
oh,
go.
Hobbit's this next month, isn't it? Or is it next month or December?
December. Next month is our favorite director graces us with his presence again.
Oh shit.
Sir Christopher Nolan brings us
Interstellar.
his.
Okay, I want to clarify to some people. Some people think I hate Christopher Nolan films. No, he makes good movies. Like, I don't think he's made a bad movie. Technically, he hasn't made a bad movie. I don't think. Apart from, because technically he didn't make Man of Steel because Zack Snyder made it.
He was
I'm
just
gonna
part
piss
of
off
the.
a lot of Nolanites here, but The Dark Knight Rises was not that good.
No, it
Wasn't
wasn't.
that
Incorrect!
Sorry.
No!
But
Fight
it's like,
me!
but it's like saying
Fight me!
it was okay. I don't say Christopher Nolan's made a bad movie. I mean, I love Memento. Memento's amazing. I love the Dark Knight. But Christopher Nolan right now just seems to be doing movies that are so shoved up their own arse. You know what I mean?
I am Nolan.
I
Like,
disagree with
The
that.
whole argument.
okay, do you see Interstellar and not think this movie's gonna be shoved up its own arse?
No.
I
It's
kind
gonna
of
be
like
crin-
that 'cause it's not many.
I kind of see where you're getting at.
like, it's gonna be very I honestly think it's gonna be very pretentious. I mean, it looks visually stunning,
Yeah.
Yeah, visually.
but
But
I
It's
just
hard
think
to do both visually and story.
looking at the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be half environmental piece, like save the planet piece, and half the universe is amazing, or is there a god out there, or something like that.
How's it going to be like if
No,
Christopher
no.
Nolan did
No,
Wally?
Alex, that's not the point of the movie. The point of the movie is to find a different planet that human beings can live on because we fucked up our
This
planet.
is Christopher Nolan. There's always going to be subtext.
Wasn't that the plot of Wally?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the plot of
Wally.
Wally was a love story.
Wally is we basically left Earth and then we all became fat bastards. This is
Because
just
we screwed up
planet.
the planet.
Yeah, and this is we're trying to find a planet to live on, not just live in space.
Wally
And
is
a- and a gar-
Wally
and a
is the
garbage
perfect
dump
love
just
story
like Trump.
between two robots. God damn it!
Better love story than Twilight.
It is a better love
Everything's
story
better
than
than
Twilight.
it is.
Wait, hold on. I have to go soon, but I have a question.
Yes.
In Transformers, Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf, or in Twilight with, I see your hat, Alex, with Bella and what's the guy's
Edward?
name? Edward, which is
Yeah.
a better love story. This is the
I
ultimate.
go with
point.
I would
Transformers
I would
has
say
Transformers.
Transformers because at least Bella wasn't a manipulative, uncaring shithead.
Yeah.
And Megan Fox is a lot hotter than Kristen Stewart.
The living man.
I mean,
You'll
I mean,
manic.
to be honest, the closest thing that comes to as bad as the romance in Twilight is probably the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy romance.
That wasn't bad. That was repetitive. There's a difference.
Austin, where you going, man? Austin,
Come back!
Austin.
man, don't leave me, man. Can't do this alone.
He heard Sam Raimi and he didn't want to come. I have to go.
I got my hat now.
Okay, you've got to bring your
Right, just for
Facebook.
the end.
You've got to bring your Facebook thing into here. Yay, T-Titans.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna be wearing this hat a lot.
Yeah, quickly, guys. Actually, you got free. You go free because I gotta do this for the title card thing for the thing. If we're gonna end this, actually, we'll do this later after we start recording. But okay, do you want to wrap up? Because we've been going on for a bit
Yeah,
now.
we'll wrap up. I think we've
Okay.
talked
Yeah.
long enough. We'll probably have to cut off a lot.
This has been You don't own me. This has been Titans Talk. This has been Titans Talk, the 1 year anniversary.
Yay!
Yeah. And thank you, Andrew, for joining us. I have been joined by Lewis, Lee. I give up pronouncing your first name. Jack and
Yes.
Austin. We will see you guys next time for more Titans Talk, and remember to save season 6 and all that shit.
Bye-bye! And start the Inception trailer.
Okay. Blah.